talked about 55 plus independent living communities. So what does this mean? So this is something that's new on the scene, like I talked, and it's really tailored to you boomers. This is a condo style type community. You'd be a couple floors in the building. Every single unit would be equipped with a full kitchen. Inside the unit you'd have your laundry, and it would be everything set up on that one level. Most of these places have covered garages. Most of these places have gyms and some type of kitchen facility downstairs, but it doesn't include meals. It doesn't include transportation. It doesn't include all those things you pay for in continuing care. And these communities are popping up all over. Some of our favorites, Overture at 9th in Colorado, is opening this June. It's a beautiful community that's located right by the old Jewish hospital facility on Colorado and about Colfax. And the beauty about these communities is you can walk out, walk your dog at the parks, you can go to restaurants. Trader Joe's is located really closely. It's really tuned to the boomers' needs of a lock and leave type opportunity. Another one I'd like to feature is Vita Lifestyles, which is in downtown Littleton. This community is located right on the cusp of downtown Littleton, walking distance to the light rail, walking distance to the rec center. The beauty of these communities, 55 plus, you are surrounded by luxury, by all the amenities you want to. A lot of them have lifestyle directors. Vita has a wonderful lifestyle director at their community. Her name is Amy, and they do everything from trips, hiking, or things that you can do, go to concerts together. It really strategizes on getting you involved in life so that you're not sitting kicking around in your 5,000 square foot house with all the stuff that you don't use and space you don't use. So these communities, like I said, they're located all across the metro area. We see new ones coming online every single year. This year we're slated to have a couple. The benefits to these, once again, is you're not paying for those transportation costs, the assisted living, the memory care, the restaurants that you get with 55 plus continuing care. And moving on now, we have our last type of community that a lot of downsizers move into, and that's your 55 plus continuing care. So this means one move for a lot of people, and it's really the biggest benefit of a community like this. Think of your Windcrest of the world that are out there, and Windcrest is one of the communities we work very strongly with. You have your independent living units, you have your assisted living, and you have your memory care. For a lot of people, this is really important. You want to have your doctors on site, you want to have banks on site, you want to have restaurants on site, you want to have activities and transportation. Windcrest has just a bevy of activities out there, so many things that you can do. A lot of people, the downside they think is that you're going to be living in this massive community. Well, think about it. Each one of these communities has a micro community as well. So your floor, you get to know people, you're involved. And trust me, people who do this a little bit more proactively, it's something we talk about all the time, being proactive versus reactive. It's the biggest piece of wisdom I've gleaned from my clients. The people who are in very, very difficult situations, maybe they had lost a spouse, maybe they had just gone through some health issues, or one of the spouses had gone through health issues, and you're just dealing with all the doctor's appointments, and you're figuring out food, and it's a lot of stress. Getting into a continuing care community with professionals, with people who are surrounding you with that 24-hour needs that you would have available to you, it's really a massive, great thing. So I've talked about Windcrest. There's also the Ridge at Pinehurst in Lakewood that's opening up here this year. They're the Morningstar communities we work with. Some of these communities do have standalone cottages. If you're interested in that, once again, contact us here at the Steller Group. There are communities all throughout town, and we partner with these communities. One of my favorites is the Village at Belmar in Lakewood. This is a really unique community that features standalone flats that I haven't seen anything else out in a metro area like this. These things have wait lists to them. That's how popular they are. And the great thing about that community is that once you're in there, they've got restaurants available. They've got transportation on site for you. So cost-wise, obviously it's a bigger cost if you go into the 55 plus continuing care. It's a less cost if you're in the independent living. Both of these communities or types of communities have what they're going to call monthly fees, paying for parking, paying for extras. Those things do go up on a yearly basis, based with inflation and based with projections. So if you have any questions about these communities, what they offer, where they're located. We typically are doing a seminar at one of these communities on a monthly basis, get you in the door, help you see what is available. I just highly recommend you getting out there and starting to investigate what is out there. Typically people downsize for the very need that, they're just not using what they have in their house anymore. If you raise your kids, you raise grandkids, and now you're sitting in a house that you're using probably 900 square feet of, you're still taking care of that roof, you're still taking care of the exterior, you're still sitting on that mountain of stuff that your kids left behind. So remember, this is something that is better to do proactive. Our group does this at a very high level. Go ahead and click on some of our other videos for some helpful tips on how our downsizing services can work for you.